All right, no time to explain, gang. Welcome back. King Zeph here, back with another video for you guys. Happy Friday. Today is the day, of course, is Lorcana weekend. So today is the first day of the new set from Lorcana, known as Shimmering Skies. So, as per usual, got my hands on the booster box of Shimmering Sky. I actually got my hands on pretty much almost everything available. Only thing I'm bummed about is I couldn't get my hands on a playmat because my local stores just didn't get them in stock. And I really don't know how that happened. But on side note of that, I was looking for the Bell playmat personally, so I just have to wait to get that one later. But we are going to be cracking open the booster box of the very new set from Lorcana, so we're going to check that out and see what we get. I did preview some of the cards in here. I don't know how I feel about some of the cards in terms of how it's going to affect the game so much, but I really get a sneaking suspicion that with some of the new mechanics that blue is going to be the color of the game. I feel like blue is always going to be a powerful color no matter what, because the legendary Mufasa that's in the set is kind of cheating. It's kind of cheating, but we'll see if we pull him out of there. The only other cards I'm really looking forward to in terms of just having in the collection are the Maleficents, the purple ones. I think there's a Storyborn Maleficent and the legendary one that look really, really cool in my personal opinion. So I hope I pull those out of here, but we're going to see how many legendaries we pull out of here. Maybe we pull an Enchanted, don't really know. The new Enchanteds for this set actually look really, really cool. I like the artwork that they did with these. So hopefully we pull one so we can see it on the channel. If not, we still have a Trove to open up, and then we also potentially have a Blister versus Boosters in the next couple weeks for this set as well when that becomes available. So if you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh content and a couple other things that are coming down the pipeline, give us a comment and give us a subscribe. We're on a goal for 750 subscribers. We're about 24 away from 700. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that button for free. Helps us out. And then if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Just give us a like and a comment on anything else. We still have a couple giveaways going on from the past couple Yu-Gi-Oh sets. So there's still time for the Yu-Gi-Oh giveaways from the Blue Eyes video. And then there's going to be a couple other things coming down the pipeline as well. So be on the lookout for that stuff. And then also, if you're interested in any TCG product, there's an affiliate link below for Hobbyville. They give you 5% off your very first purchase if you use our promo code NT2E. All of that stuff should pop up on the screen somewhere in this little section or even in the description box below. They also have Lorcana. I believe they sell Lorcana booster boxes for like 115 bucks, which is cheaper than what you'll get them at a store. And if you are from the US, you don't get charged taxes on it as well. So check them out as well if you're interested in any TCG product as well in the future. So without further ado, because there are 24 packs, these packs are kind of hard to open because there isn't a Lorcana set pack that is easy to open. But these are this video will take a little bit longer than usual. Let's get this thing started. Without further ado, let's get cracking. So we have the Lorcana Shimmering Skies. So the whole premise of this set was, of course, Ursula's Revenge was the previous set. So you beat Ursula. So now everybody is celebrating and getting ready to turn up, have a good time over the defeat of Ursula. So we're going to go ahead and see what type of party that they want to throw out of that. Now, if I can get these packs out of here. This booster box is already sealed quite tightly in here. I don't remember the ratios. I think you're supposed to get maybe around 11 super rares and maybe 4 legendaries. The first two sets, it was like 6 legendaries. It was 5 legendaries. It would be 6 if it was a cold foil. But I think with Into the Inklings, they changed the ratio. So I think you're only supposed to get like 4 legendaries now. And if the 5th one would be if it's a cold foil or not. And then around 10 super rares, if my memory serves me correctly. So I don't remember off the top of my head, but we will find out very, very shortly. And did they change the back of the pack? I see a Mickey Mouse logo on the back of the pack. So let me look at the back of that real quick. Huh. Oh no, I have an old pack around here over here. Yeah, this is a first chapter pack, and yeah, they actually modified the packs just a little bit in terms of what they put on the back of it. So this one now has some random thing in the corner, and then this actually has the Mickey Mouse logo on the corner for the trademark. So, interesting. But there we go. Let's crack the first pack. Okay, a little bit easier to open. Not as difficult as it usually is. Still not a fun one to crack open, but let's see what we get. Also, I don't know if this has puzzle piece cards in the back of it or not, so we'll actually be able to see that too when we get to it. So, very first card is a Basil. And make sure I get these organization correctly. Then we got Snow Anna Rambo. So this should be from Wreck-It Ralph, because the 2 new IPs from here are Wreck-It Ralph and Brother Bear. So the 2. Onf the Mime. Interesting. The Nuke. And then we have Took. Then we have Shield of Arendelle. So a steel card. A new Simba. Let's see, he's a Floodborn, shift 4. When you play this character, you may banish shows an item or location. That's actually not bad, but still, cost of 6 is kind of rough. A new Floodborn Robin Hood. The character gets +1 for each opposing damaged character in play. Green is doing this in this set a lot more. Every green card I've seen, this is like for every damage that's on the board. For every damaged character or for every 1 damage that's on the board, it gets something. So that's something a little bit new on that one. Alan O'Dale. Whenever you play a song, you gain 1 lore. That card's kind of cracked. Followed by our first rare, which is Belle. Very cool looking Dreamborn art for Belle. And this one, she has Ward. When you play this character, your other characters gain Ward until the start of your next turn. That's actually quite dangerous. Like I said, blue is becoming a problem. And then our second rare is Vanaloon Von Sweets. Wreck-It Ralph, Floodborn version of that. Whenever you play another princess character, all opposing characters get -1 until the start of the next turn. And then our cold foil is a location. It's Merlin's Cottage. Each player plays with the top card of their deck face up. Interesting. And then your gateway into the Lorcana TCG. Looking forward to playing introduction. Oh, so it's a gateway card. So I'm maybe these are for, what is this? Check out Lorcana TCG Gateway box available now. Gateway includes everything 2 players need. So this is just advertisement for the Gateway, which we do have. We'll be looking at that later. Because they do have a new 2-player set box, which is known as the Gateway. That is available. That's been available on Target for the past 2 weeks. We did get our hands on one of those, so we'll be able to look at that a little bit more in depth over the weekend. So be on the lookout for that one. All right. So let's moving on. Donald Duck, followed by Flora, one of the fairy godmothers. Hypnotic Strength, so Jafar's staff. Draw a card. Chosen player character gets Challenger 2 this turn. Not bad. Kine, Big Brother. While you have this card exerted, your character's name Koba can't be challenged. So it's like a nice little bodyguard effect. Another Donald Duck, Detective Donald Duck. Royal Guard. Just, I'm here. Hey, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home? Oh yeah, Emperor's New Groove. He's like, hey, I was turned into a cow. Can I just go home? There's a non-foil Merlin's Cottage, so there's that one. Monstro. This was a card I was excited to see. Very generic. It's 5 cost, 5/6. He's just a beater, 1 lore, but you know, I've always been. Kingdom Hearts made me a slight friend of just, you know, getting eaten by the whale and Monstro's being out and about, so not too bad, but not a great card. Radigan's Party, another location. While you have a damaged character here, this location gets +2. It's not too bad. Anna, the new Anna, it's a 7 cost. When you play this character, exert all opposing characters. This card is a good combo piece and it's a shift 4. So this card is actually going to be used. The new Olaf, for every exerted card your opponent has, he costs 1 less. So this is a great card to play and to combo off with Olaf. Even though it's a cost of 7, it's probably best to shift it, but not bad there. And then we have our very first super rare, which is Prince Philip, of 3, 7. Whenever you play this character, banish a chosen dragon character. There aren't many dragons in the game. And then whenever he challenges a damaged character, ready this character after the challenge. So he gets a punch again. Not bad. And then we got Kina, which is our second cold foil, and another gateway card, but this one has Detective Mickey on it. So I wonder if they have different. We'll look more into that when we open the gateway, because I know the gateway have little I think marker cards. Maybe they have these as, hey, if you want more markers, then you can use it for that, because it appears as we open up our third pack, the next gateway is Elsa. So it looks like we have a bunch of different versions of those. Well, we're gonna keep moving here. Donald Duck, Rancy's Flat and Butter, another Wreck-It Ralph card. Zazu, looks like he's having a good time. He has Evasive, so not terrible. He still has a 5 cost, kind of rough. A new Merlin, the Turtle Merlin. When you play this character and when he leaves the field, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one at the top of your deck and put the other one at the bottom. Not terrible. And then Root, have him here. Dopey, so the new version of Sleeping Dwarf. He's a Dreamborn, a Knight, and an Ally, so he has these 4 different titles. When you play this character, if you have another Knight character in play, you may deal 1 damage to a chosen enemy or location. Okay. You got Simba again. Little John. He's a 1 cost, 0/4. Just chilling. Maid Marian. Okay. When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -5 to the start of the next turn. Not bad. Followed by Pete. So this is a 7/6/6 Pete. Whenever you play this character, if you have another character named Pete in play, you may banish chosen opposing character. So nice to have a double Pete. And he's our first super rare, so we're going to put him over here. And our second super rare, which is Elsa, the 5th Spirit. I'm a fan of Elsa cards. Actually, I played the Elsa deck in Chapter 1 and part of Chapter 2. And then, of course, after that, that's when I started doing the Merlin bounce strategies and everything came into play. But you do get this card as a guaranteed cold foil in the starter deck, because this is a card. This is one of the flagship cards in the purple. I forgot what the other color is in that deck is. I think it's purple. I think it's purple-red, if my memory serves me correctly. I might be mistaken, but I'll have to double check that. We do have the starter deck as well, so we'll take a look at that later. But 2 super rares in a pack. And then our cold foil of Mickey Mouse. When you have a character named Minnie Mouse in play, you get +2, so not bad. And then another gateway card. So far we have gotten 2 super rares in 1 pack. Let's see what our first legendary is going to be. Another gateway card. Did we get a Stitch gateway card already? Yes, we did. So maybe there are only 3 gateway cards, who knows. Daisy Duck. And then the Obstructisphere, which actually looks very similar to the rarity. So this is one of the new sphere cards that each color gets a sphere. Banish this item, your opponent, actually no, this one's a little different. This is not the exact same one, but it's like a Chromacon or something crazy like that. So you pay 2, banish this item, and your characters gain ward until the start of your next turn, which is dangerous. Another Anna, whenever you play this character, each opponent chooses and exerts one of their ready characters. Another Valiant. The different one, actually, Basil. And then we got Kronk, the new version of him. He's a Dreamborn. He has Challenger 1. And then All Fund Out, Cusco. Put chosen character of yours in the inkwell face down and exerted. Okay, I already do that. The Library, a gift from Belle. Whenever a character is banished while here, you may draw a card. That's actually not bad. Scar. One of the new red Scars, Storyborn. He's a cost 5, 6/3 with 2 lore. When you play this character, you may banish chosen character named Mufasa. And of course, my favorite line, the secondary line at the bottom, the second rule of villainy, never settle for second place. Very factually true and very dangerous. Then we have Wreck-It Ralph. He's our rare. So whenever you play this character, return a character card from your discard to your hand. If that card is a princess character, you gain 2 lore. So of course, if you bring back the Wreck-It Ralph princess, then boom, you're good. And our first legendary, Carmelo Madrigal, which actually ironically looks a little bit like Bruno in this art. I don't know why, but here's our first legendary out of here. So whenever this character quests, you may gain lore equal to the quest of a chosen other character of yours, and then return that character to your hand. That is a little bit dangerous. That actually, you know what? This has a lucky dime effect. I wonder if purple blue is going to be a thing. That would be actually kind of nuts, because let's say you play the standard blue deck with items. You play Tamatoa, and Tamatoa, let's say, has 6 ink, and you have a lucky dime on the field. You use the ability of lucky dime, gain 6 lore. Then you then you quest with Camillo for another 6, and then bounce Tamatoa back to the hand. That actually might work. Purple blue might become a thing. Interesting. And then a foil library. So yeah, now I'm thinking, wait a minute. Ooh, I didn't notice this. I just caught it. When I just put it to the side, I happened to catch it from the light. The legendaries now are embossed. They have an embossing to the actual card character. That's pretty dope. They always had like the different bottom piece. They have a different shading, and it's like kind of like how the cards kind of go together each other, but they're embossed now. So they changed up how the legendaries are. Okay, Ravensburger, you got mixing some things up for set 5. Well, technically this is the anniversary set because the game came out a year ago. So this set 5 would actually represent the anniversary of Lorcana. Okay, well let's see what else we get in here. Tafta, Mud and Fudge. Okay, go for that one. And then we have Merryweather, another fairy. The White Rabbit. And then we have Healing Touch. Remove up to 4 damage from chosen character and draw a card. Darn yellow when they're healing. King Candy. Mickey Mouse with Resist. The Amethyst Chromacron. This is what I was talking about, the Chromacron. So each color has a Chromacron. So this one, you just exert, each player may draw a card. I don't like the fact it says each player may. Like it says you draw a card, not each player, but I guess that makes it an item that you're less likely to kill if it affects both players. And then another Merlin's Cottage, another Scar. And then we have Shinzi, who is the hyena. So one of the new cards in here were all of the hyenas from Lion King. So not only do you have Scar support, you actually have all of his minions. I think most of them are green. So there's that. And then Elsa's Ice Palace, another nice location. When you play at this location, choose an exerted character. While this location is in play, that character can't ready at the start of their turn. When you play this location, choose an exerted character. And while this location is in play, this character has very low defense, so realistically speaking, you're just stopping something from re-exerting. That's not a bad thing, but it needs to have more defense for it to really be useful, because then the first thing they're going to do is crash into it. Oh well. And then we have an Earth Giant, which is our cold foil out of here. First giant out of that one. Next pack. So far we have 2 supers, 1 legendary. We're not even halfway through this box, but after looking over some of these cards, I'm seeing a couple different patterns and maybe some things that might have to be cooked with a little bit. A new gateway card, Maleficent. I'm always a fan of Maleficent, so we're gonna have a Maleficent gateway card, perfect. Vision of the Future, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, put one of them in your hand and the rest of the bottom in any order, okay. Good old strategy milling. Simba, whenever you play this character, chosen character gets +2 for the end of the turn. Robin Hood, this is a storyboard. When you play this character, if an opponent has a damaged character, you gain 1 lore. Ooh, this is one of the Maleficents. So this is the storyboard Maleficent. It's just a common, so nothing crazy. But it has the nice little standard Maleficent artwork. It is a 2 cost with a 2/2, so it's a flat 2 across the board. This actually works because there's now more of a Maleficent strategy with the other one, because I think now the new Maleficent, the legendary one or super rare one, does something where, depending on how many Maleficents on the board, it will do something different. Fix-It Felix Jr. Okay. Followed by Happy. Sleepy. Okay. Happy and Sleepy. You're Welcome. The one song that has been eluded from Lorcana since Moana was in the very first chapter. I'm surprised it took them 5 sets to give us a You're Welcome card. And I know The Rock is very happy about this. Shuffle chosen character, item, or location into the player's deck, and then that player draws 2 cards. Hence, You're Welcome. Nala makes her entrance into the game. Nala was not a card earlier in the game, so we have that one. Then we have the new Queen. This one has Ward. When you play this character, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of character cards named the Queen and put them into your hand and put the rest at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Followed by Lucia Madrigal. So the new tank, she's a 6 cost, 4/8 strength and defense with a 3, with a lore of 3. And a foil Maleficent. So we pulled 2 Maleficents, 1 foil and 1 non-foil. Perfect. And with the Maleficent gateway card. So Maleficent gateway card and 2 Maleficents. I think that was a vibe. That pack was after my heart. Now to see if we can get the legendary Maleficent. That one will make my day. All right, and then we got another Mickey. I'll have to check out these gateways later. Merlin, and this Merlin looks like he is just ready to have a blast. Your character's name Arthur gain resist +1. Okay. Then we have a new Pete, another Merryweather, standard Earth Giant, Gazelle, Singer 5. I despise yellow with their singers. Storyborn Simba. During a turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may draw a card. Not bad. Referee Pete. Whenever you play this character, opponents can't play actions until the start of the next turn. That's quite filthy. And then the Emerald Chromacon. So we pulled 2 of the 6. This one, during opponent's turns, whenever one of your characters is banished, you may return character to that. You may return chosen character to their player's hand. This is dangerous. That is very dangerous. And speaking of Chromacons, here's our 3rd one, the Amber Chromacon. Remove up to 1 damage from each of your characters. Another very powerful card. Gonna put you over here. Followed by the Red Wreck-It Ralph, standard as our rare. And then our next super rare is Blast from the Past, which is an Aladdin song. Name a card, return all character cards with that name from the discard to your hand. Followed by a foil Anna. We're getting some really good foils that I actually like, even though it's for the binder and I'm probably never going to play with them. But a lot of the cards that I dig, I'm seeing. Plus, purple is my color, generally my color of choice when it comes to decks. I just don't know how that's going to change in the meta in terms of what the new cards are going to do or not. We got Break Free, so deal 1 damage to a chosen character of yours, and then that character gains Rush plus gains 1. So you hurt them, but they also can punch. Clarabelle, followed by the Retrosphere. So this is the purple one. So banish 2. This is the second sphere. Banish this item, return chosen character, item, or location with a cost of 3 or less to that player's hand. And then the Healing Decanter, remove 2 damage from a chosen character. And this is an exert deal. Return up to 2. Ugh. Yellow, God, man, yellow's gonna be a pain in the butt with all the singing and all the healing. The Queen, the cruelest of them all. So the old crone Queen, she has Ward. Doesn't have any attack though, so it's not really the greatest. When will my life begin? Rapunzel song. Chosen character can't challenge during the next turn. Draw a card. Okay. And then followed by the uncommon King Candy, Floodborn. When you play this character, you may draw 2 cards and put a card from the hand to the bottom of the deck. Followed by the other Maleficent. So this is one of 3 Maleficents. What an awkward situation. She has 0 attack and 4 defense. Oh, it looks like she's being held up from the bouncer. There's like an entranceway and they're not letting her in. Whenever this character quests, you may choose and discard a card to return chosen character, item, or location with a cost of 3 or less to that player's hand. Interesting. Another Chafla Muddlefudge, followed by Shorewood Forest. So another new location for that. Your character's name Robin Hood may move here for free. Okay. And then characters gain Ward and exert 1, deal 2 damage to a damaged character while here. So everything you put in here has a move cost of 2. And then followed by We Know the Way. Another song, I believe this one is from, this has to be from Moana as well. Shuffle chosen card from the discard to your deck. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's the same name as the chosen card, you may reveal that card for free. You may play the reveal card for free, otherwise put it in your hand. I'm really beginning just how that plays. So you shuffle. Well, no, because you're shuffling the card, so that doesn't work out that way. Because then you won't know what you're getting. Odd. And then a Dopey, which is our foil. I'm just like, wait, you shuffle a card into the deck. And so, like, if you were just to put it back into the deck, let's say you put it at the bottom of the deck and then draw the top card, it's the same card, then that would work. But I don't know, that's kind of redundant. Maybe that works on very, very niche strategies, I guess. Okay, Potion of Might. So banish 1, banish this item. Chosen character gets +3 this turn. If a villain character is chosen, they get +4. Hypnotic Deduction, out of that one. Gale, the Wind Spirit. So when this character is banished in a challenge, return this card to the hand. Ooh, that's not a bad new purple card. Minnie Mouse. Whenever this character quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from a chosen character. She has 1 and a 5 defense. Goodness gracious. Medal of Heroes. I know this one. Banish this item, and then chosen character of yours gets +2 lore this turn. That's more blue stuff. We have this again. Another King Candy. Magical Aid. Chosen character gets challenger +3, and then when this character is banished in a challenge, return this card to your hand this turn. Okay. The Ruby Chromicon. So here is the red one. So we've gotten, I think this is the 4th of the 6. Chosen character gets +1 attack this turn, followed by our rare Moana. So just a standard Moana out of here. And a rare Ratigan. 7 cost, 5/5 for 3, can shift forward with evasive, and then your damaged characters get +2. Not a bad red card. And then of course we have a standard Stitch in our cold foil. Not bad. I think we're about halfway done with the packs. Like I said, my pile is getting significantly lower, so that must mean we have still not pulled another legendary yet. So come on, if I can get this thing open. Yeah, no legendary, no enchanted insight. The enchanted will always be in the foil spot, so, you know, it's going to be luck if we pull it, luck if we don't. Basil, followed by standard Ratigan. Ed, the other hyena. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to a damaged character. Cogsworth, so a new version of him. When you play this character, chosen character gets rushed this turn. Not bad. Fix-It Felix with Bodyguard. Another Kronk. Arthur, so just a standard Arthur before he became King Arthur. Clarabelle, Swen. When you play this character, you may ready chosen character, but they can't quest or challenge for the rest of this turn. Okay, so you just stop them from getting punched. Royal Tantrum. Banish any number of items, then draw a card for each item banished this way. Interesting. And then Minnie Mouse is our next super rare. So super rare Minnie Mouse, shift 4. Whenever you play this card, if you use shift to player, you may search your deck for a character card and reveal that card to all players. Shuffle your deck and put that card at the top of it. And then a foiled Happy. So it basically allows you to tutor a card. So it's like, I need this card, so I'm just gonna do this, search the deck, show it to show it as a character to everybody, and then have it for the next thing. And then if you have something that allows you to draw it, then you can draw it instantly. What was the thing for that? Another Stitch. All right, cool. So then we have Rancis, Zazu, another Merlin Turtle, Rut, a standard Minnie Mouse, Rudy, the what was it, the map maker from Emperor's New Groove. The Sapphire Chronicron, so it's another one of these. This item enters the play exerted, and then you banish one of your items to gain 2 lore. That's a problem, because especially if blue plays a bunch of items and you can just say, okay, banish, gain 2 lore, banish, gain 2 lore, banish, gain 2 lore. The Amethyst Chronicron, each player may draw a card, so another one of these. The top of your Muddle Flood. Badamon, Villain Support Center. Villain characters gains exert and 3 ink. Play a character with the same name as a villain for free while here. That's a little dangerous. Followed by the new Robin Hood. So this is what I was talking about with some of the new mechanics of the game. So this one, for each 1 damage on opposing characters, you pay 1 less to play this card, because this cost is a 9, but it says 6/6 with 4 lore, and it has ward. So realistically speaking, if you have, let's say, creatures with 5 damage on the board, then this only costs 4. So that's a problem. And then we have a foiled Cusco, who's a super rare. Look at this standard King Cusco. When you play this character, you may put a chosen item or location into the inkwell face down and exerted, and then your opponents gain resist. You pay 4 by invite only. Your other characters gain resist 1 until the start of the next turn. So there's our next foil one, but there's another super rare in that. I forgot about Cusco. I don't know how I forgot about Cusco, but I forgot about Cusco. He seems like the perfect candidate for this party theme of this set. All right, next pack. Just gonna go ahead and put the card for that. Ever as before, so remove up to 2 damage from any number of chosen characters. So blue gets some healing, interesting. To fly Muddle Flood. Bonsai. When you play this character, you may exert chosen damage character. Followed by Gather Knowledge and Wisdom. So it looks like a Merlin card. You just gain 2 lore. Just say, hey, gain 2 lore. Lilo. Support character. Okay. The new Hey. He has Bodyguard. That darn chicken never dies. There's Sleepy. Followed by the Tropical Rainforest, a Jaguar's Lair. Opposing damage characters gain Reckless. They can't quest. Ooh. But that doesn't really help, because Reckless means they have to attack, which means they can just attack this and get it over with. But it is good for drawing out a turn. So not terrible, but not great. Try Everything. Remove up to 3 damage from a chosen character and ready them. They can't quest or challenge for the rest of the turn. Followed by a super rare Kronk. So this is the cool looking Kronk. During a turn, whenever the character banishes another character in the challenge, you may play a character with a cost of 5 or less for free. Followed by our second legendary, Arthur, King Victorious. So then, of course, we got that. When you play this character, chosen character gains Challenger 2 and Resist 2 and can challenge ready characters this turn. That is a problem, and it does have that embossing on it as well. And our foil is Evil Comes Prepared, an action, of course, of Scar jumping on Simba. So there's our code foil for that one. So far we're at 2 legendaries. We're slowly stacking up on super rares, slowly. So I wonder how the foil legendaries are going to be now, because if the standard ones are embossed, are the foil ones embossed and foiled, or are they just foiled? We'll see. Hopefully we pull one. Eventually we will pull one. There's Ed, followed by Cogsworth, Fix It Felix, Chacha, Duck for cover. Hideaway. Oh, this is for the fairy godmothers. The King of Hearts. Exert chosen character and can't rage at the start of the next turn. Okay, not terrible. Arthur, which is a reckless. Weird. 2/3 with reckless. Is a 1 cost, so I guess it's not terrible. Namari, so a new version of her. For each opposing character banished in a challenge this turn, you may pay 2 less to play this character. Okay. For each opposing character that's banished, wipe the board. You can be prepared and then play this card almost for free. And it gets resist +3. That's a problem. And then Chef of Nottingham, another version of for each item you have in play, you pay 1 less cost for this, and he has support, and he's a 5/9, the Sheriff of Nottingham. These new mechanics are really, really weird. And then the foil Robin Hood, which we've already pulled him out of that one. All right, looks like we have about that 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're just slightly past the halfway point. Slightly past the halfway point on this. Let's go ahead and see what we get out of that one. So Shawana Rambeau, Hypnotic Detection, Gather Knowledge and Wisdom, another Gazelle, followed by Tiana. Hey again. Merlin's Carpet Bag. Return an item card from your discard to your hand. Okay, that's a problem. Finders Keepers. Draw 3 cards. That's a great card, but it's a cost of 5. That's kind of horrendous. Turbo. Has Rush. A new Pride lands. So this is the second Pride lands, but this is a different one. When you play 3 or more characters here, while you have 3 or more characters here, you may banish this location to play a character card from your discard for free. Okay. So a good Reborn card. And then we have Chicha, which is Paka's wife. She's a support card. During your turn, when you put a card in your inkwell, if it's the second card you've put into your inkwell this turn, you may draw a card. Okay, that's a good way of saying like you ink something and then 1 jump ahead. And then Glimmer versus Glimmer, Hercules, arm wrestling, Hades. Banish chosen character of yours to banish chosen character from your opponent. So it's just like you just have them 2 fight and they both lose. Not a bad card, especially if you have stuff that triggers. So you can just say, hey, I'm going to banish this. So that way it triggers its effect. But I'm going to get rid of that problem that you have on the board without a doubt. Sorry, we're at 2 legendaries still. Hopefully one of them. Hopefully the next couple one is Maleficent. Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, and then the Obstructosphere, Anna, all of my, I forgot how slippery these cards get, so they're kind of getting in the way. Vanellope, Ruby, Food Fight. Your characters gain exert 1, deal 1 damage to chosen character. Okay. Robin Hood, followed by Fix It Felix Jr. And there's our next legendary is the Clarabelle. At the end of your turn, if chosen character has more cards in your hand than you may draw cards so you have the same number of cards. Not bad. Followed by a second legendary, so we pulled the double legendary, Maribel Madrigal. Probably, I'm iffy on this card. I don't. Cost is a 5. It's a 5/5, and it has 5 lore. My problem with this card is you can't play this unless you have 5 characters or more in play. That's my problem with this. So I really want to say this card is decent, but it's kind of hard for me to say that it's decent because you need to have 5 characters on the board to play it. Not that it's impossible, but at the same time, it's just like, But that makes our 4th legendary. And then Invited to the Ball is our cold foil out of here. So if the box is supposed to have 4 legendaries, that might be all of them, but we still have quite a few packs left, so we might get maybe 1 or 2 more, but we'll see how that goes. So we still have a bunch of packs left. So we'll see what we get out of it. We got Pete, Robin Hood. There's another Maleficent. There's Took, the Metal a Ruxin Special that was of a symbol. Tipo, followed by Archimedes. This is the new Archimedes. Shift 3, Evasive, and Challenger +3. This card is nuts with effects. Tarfella Muddle Flood, followed by Don't Let the Frostbite Bite, which is a song. Ready all your characters they can't quest for the rest of the turn. Followed by a rare Yzma 4/1 Dreamborn. During your turn, whenever one of your characters banishes a character in a challenge, you may deal 1 damage to opposing character. Followed by a, there we go, this is actually what I wanted to see. Here we got another legendary, but this is a cold foil. It is embossed. So the cold foils of the legendaries are still cold foils, but the actual art part is still embossed. That's actually pretty cool. So we pulled 2 Mirables, unfortunately. But that did answer my question, so we did get a cold foil legendary. So this is our 5th legendary card. So that might be our limit, because generally you get that with a cold foil. So not only do the legendaries come embossed over the cards, now the cold foils are embossed on top of that, which makes me wonder now if they emboss the legendaries and they kind of change some of the printing style for them, what does the enchanted look like? And hold on one second. Computer screen spazzing out again. I want to make sure it's staying, my camera's still recording. So I'm really interested in what the enchanters look like up and close and personal. That's gonna bug me a little bit now. Simba, Oof the Mime, another giant. This Lilo, ever as before, Happy, Tupo, King of Hearts, the Ruby Chronicon. Oops, put that in the wrong spot. And then we have Coda. So this is the first time we pulled Coda out of the other one. And then there's our next super rare, which is Grumpy. He would be the super rare. While one of your night characters is at a location, that character gains resist +2, and then during your turn, this character gains evasive. Followed by a foiled Yzma. Alrighty. We're keeping it going. We have about 6 packs left. No, really 7. So a third of the booster box remains. We don't know if we're gonna pull any more legendaries. We should pull a couple more super rares, and we still haven't seen an enchanted possibly, so that's still possibly at play. We don't know. Evil comes prepared. Night Howler's Rage. Draw a card, chosen player gets reckless during the next turn. All right, cool. White Rabbit. Healing Touch. Followed by the Shield of Arendelle. The Standard Stitch. Ed, the other Ed. So he has a 3 and 4. Damaged characters can't challenge his character. Okay, interesting. Alan DeGale, followed by the Queen Censor Core. At the start of your turn, if you have a princess or queen character in play, gain 1 lore. Okay, and then reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a princess or queen card, you may put it in your hand, otherwise you put it at the top of the deck. Alrighty, so that, and then Gaston. A 9 card, 10/6, Jesus Christ. For each damaged character you have in play, you pay 2 less. Fall for each damaged character you have, and then this has Rush. Run up and punch something for 10, Jesus. And then there's Donald Duck, which is our cold foil. He just, hey, I'm here, punch something in the face for 10. Call that the location killer at that point in time, because there's not a location sticking around after that. Hey, I'm gonna drop Queen's Castle, I'm just gonna punch it in the face. Okay, Mickey Mouse. Funa, I think that's the last of the fairies. Another Archimedes, a different one this time. Bataloop. Prince John, I think this is the one that has an alternate art that comes in the villainous Sneezy. Ludwig von Drake. Okay, so we haven't seen him yet, but he's a 4/4 with 3 lore. Bruni, evasive, which is not a bad card, just not great. Glimmer versus Glimmer. Then we have Doc, followed by another super rare, which is Mother Gothel. 4/6, so shift 4. When you play this character, each opposing character chooses one of their characters and returns it to the hand, followed by a foiled Rut. Alrighty. We are down to our last 5 packs. See if we get another legendary or even possibly an enchanted out of here. Because I'm now really intrigued on how, I know they changed the art of the enchanted, the art style of the enchanted, which looks really cool to me. I love the way the enchanters in this set look. I just want to see it in person now. Alright, so we got King Candy, Potion of Might, Hypnotic Detection, Gale, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Bashful, Shenzi, I don't think we pulled him yet, followed by Invited by Mail, non-foil, and then our super rare Cusco, so a non-foil Cusco, followed by a non-foil Madam Mim, so a double pack of super rares. At the start of your turn, you may move up to 2 damage counters from this character to a chosen opposing character. Ooh, that's a problem. And then when you play this character, banish her or return another character from your to your hand. So this has the same bounce effect as other Madam Mims. and then followed by the Clarabelle Cold Foil out of that one. Yeah, I said we should be pulling up, like I said, because I think we pulled all the legendaries, we should be pulling up a bunch of super rares now through this. So let's go ahead and pull that out. All right, let's keep it going. Cha-Cha, Break Free, Clarabelle again, the Retrosphere, followed by the Healing Decanter, Duck for Cover, the Steel Chromacron, we didn't pull this one yet. You deal 1 damage to a opposing character. The Emerald Chromacron, during your opponent's turn, whether one of your characters is banished, you may return chosen character to the hand. And then we have Sven. The Sword Released. At the start of your turn, if you have a character in play with more attack than each opposing character in play, each opponent loses 1 lore and you gain lore equal to the lore lost. That's good when you're playing a pod, not when you're playing against one person. And then there's our next legendary. So we did get a 6th legendary, Donald Duck. Not Maleficent. Kind of sad about that. But there we go for that one. He has basically the food fight. When an opponent has 10 or more lore, this card gets +6 attack. And then you can play this card if you shift. Each opponent loses 2 lore. Followed by the Bonsai in a cold foil. So we did get 6 legendaries in the box. Okay. So did they fix the ratios, or was that just luck? I wonder how other, if you guys have if you guys are watching this video and you've bought a booster box of this, let me know how many legendaries you pulled out of your box. Because I said in the first 2 sets, it was always at least 5 legendaries. If you got a 6th one, it was a cold foil. So that makes 6. So let me know if you pulled 5 or 6 out of your boxes, or you pulled less, because then maybe they're not as straightforward as I think they are, or maybe it's just luck. Who knows? Food Fight, Little John, the Amber Chromacron, and then Tug of War. Choose one. Deal 1 damage to each opposing character without evasive, or deal 3 damage to each opposing with evasive. And then there's another super rare. Who's With Me? Gaston. Looks like he's rallying. Your characters get +2 this turn. Whichever one of your characters with Reckless challenges another character, you gain 2 lore. That's a problem. And then Kronk as our cold foil. Last 2 packs. Last 2 packs out of here. And we'll see how that goes. Cut that one out. Evil Comes Prepared. Night Howler's Rage. White Rabbit. Healing Touch. Tatiana. Dopey. Paka. I think it's the first time we're seeing Paka. At the start of your turn, if you have an item in play, gain a lore. At the start of your turn, if you have a location, gain a lore. So if you have an item and a location, you just gain 2 lore just for having them on the board. That is okay. I'm saying blue is, I think blue is just gonna be the meta color. Another Archimedes, followed by Minnie Mouse. The green scar. This was the one you get in the deck. So you get a cold foil version of this in the deck. It has Ward. Whenever one of your characters challenges a damaged character, you may draw a card. Followed by the rare Vanilla Bond Sweet. I believe this comes in the other deck as a cold foil. And then we got the Baton, the Batamon in the cold foil. Last pack of the booster box. Thank you guys for sticking around to the very end of this video. I know it was very long, but fortunately these packs are actually a lot easier to open up than the last one. So none of these packs actually fought me in opening them. So that's good news for me. Let's see, we go for that one. Tatiana, Donald Duck, Flora. I believe that's all 3 fairies that we've gotten. Kenan, Royal Guard, 7 Dwarves Mine. This is a new location. During your turn, for the first time you move a character here, you may deal 1 damage to opposing character. If the move character is a knight, deal 2 damage instead. So essentially, if you move one of the new 7 dwarf cards here, you deal 2 damage to opposing character. Mother Gothel. I love how the villains look like they're stuck behind the bouncer. They have these little like ropes and just like, hey, welcome to the party. You can't come. Rapunzel's Tower is another location. Characters get +3 defense while here. Not terrible. Followed by the new Magic of Dispel. During your opponent's turn, if an effect will cause you to discard more of your cards, you don't. During opponent's turns, if an effect will cause you to discard 1 or more cards from your hand, you don't discard. This stops a whole new world, and this would have been detrimental to the green steel deck in the last format. And since purple red was already a top contending deck to a degree. Huh. Why release this card now considering the fact that they just destroyed Bucky? Because Bucky has completely been nuked. So why release this card now? I mean, it would stop a whole new world, which would stop Jafar to a degree. But interesting. And then there's Prince John's Mirror, followed by Sugar Rush Speedway, which is a rare. And that's the last location, but it's of course it's a cold foil. Once per turn, you may exert chosen characters here and deal 1 damage to move them to another location for free. All right, well, maybe that'll have some viability in that. But let's go ahead and look at all of the super rares we've got. Count how many we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 super rares. I was around. I said around 10. I said between 10 and 13, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legendaries. Of course, it's 5 without the cold foil. The cold foil made it 6. So yeah, I think you're supposed to get around 10 super rares per box and at least 5 legendaries. But if you, I can't confirm that yet because this is on my first booster box. I won't be opening the second booster box until it's time for Blister versus Boosters in a couple weeks. So for you guys that are already watching this, that already purchased a booster box, if you want to leave it in the comments below if you pulled 5 legendaries outside of a cold foil. So if you pulled 6 with the cold foil, let me know if you actually just got 5 standard ones. And if you didn't get that many, let me know how many below, just so we can kind of gauge ratios on that one. But in the meantime, thanks for watching this very, very long video because I know these packs and boxes are very hard to open for a very long time. If you like this video, give us a like, comment, and a subscribe. Be on the lookout for new videos. We're going to be posting pretty much one a day for the next couple of days. The next video will be for the Trove. We'll probably try to look at the decks as well as the gateways. And then, of course, the next Lorcana video that we're going to be opening up will be for Blister versus Boosters in 2 weeks. And then we have some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings coming up next week, along with some Master Duel videos and a couple other things coming down the pipeline. So make sure you're being aware, hit that bell, give us a like, comment, and subscribe, and check out our affiliate links below if you're into TCGs, if you want stuff from OCG Yu-Gi-Oh!, if you have Yu-Gi Market, and then if you want stuff from Lorcana or any other TCG, including Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, and want to save some money, check out Hobbyville, promo code NT2E for 5% off your first purchase. And of course, like I said, if you're living in the States, there's no sales tax on that purchase, so check them out as well. In the meantime, this is King Zeph, no time to explain. Till next time, I'm out. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.